So hey folks, thanks for tuning into this video. I'm Deepson and welcome to my channel Codes. In this second video of a two-part series, I aim to explain what an MCP model context protocol is and how it can be compared to an API or application programming interface. In my first video, if you have not watched it already, I highly encourage you to kind of click the link below and watch it. In my first video, I already talked about what APIs is and how everything in the world today is connected via APIs. In this video though, I'll be focusing more on MCP, model context protocol, and today we'll be breaking down what MCP exactly is. It's essentially a standardized way for AI models to connect to external data sources and tools. Think of it as a specialized communication language designed specifically for artificial intelligence. MCP isn't just about exchanging data like APIs. Instead, it's also about giving AI models the context they need to understand and work with data. Traditional APIs were built for application to application communication. They're like having waiter at a restaurant. You ask for food and it takes your order back to the chefs and brings the processed order to you. So waiter and menu in a restaurant setting is what APIs is. On the other hand, MCP is designed for an AI to data communication. It's more like having a research assistant who doesn't just fetch information but understands the context of what you're trying to accomplish. The easiest way to start is with Claude Desktop. The Claude Desktop is a desktop version of Anthropic's AI assistant Claude. It's similar to how OpenAI's ChatGPT also has a desktop app. Claude provides users with powerful AI chatbot experience directly on their computer, making it really easy to interact with Claude for writing, coding, brainstorming, and answering any questions you might have. It's got similarities and differences to ChatGPT, but the context of this video is that I'm trying to show how by using Claude Desktop integrated with MCPs, your capabilities are really enhanced. Traditionally, by just using an LLM like ChatGPT or Claude, you'd have been able to ask any questions you wanted and you'd get a straightforward answer. Perhaps you could not perhaps ask it to clean your computer by deleting files that you do not need, or maybe just, for example, say if you wanted to aggregate all the PDFs in your computer, and if you asked Claude Desktop or ChatGPT Desktop to do it, it would not have been able to do it. But now with MCP, that's possible. So let's jump over to the technical demo. So you can download Claude by going to cloud.ai/download. It's available for Mac, Windows, and Windows ARM64. For my Mac, I've already downloaded and installed Mac OS version of Claude Desktop. And this is my Claude Desktop application. I've opened it up. Now let's get to the github.com model context protocol page. This is a site that contains the definition and description of what model context protocol is. It contains a comprehensive documentation and it shows like how you can use different MCP servers. So model context protocol, it's essentially a protocol for seamless integration between LLM applications and external data sources. It's a really succinct definition of what it actually is. But in terms of practical application, what we really care about is what are the different servers that are available for us to hit. There are a bunch of different servers. We can call any of these. There are some archive servers as well. Let's just explore what this file system server is. It says that it's for securing file operations with configurable access controls. Kind of clicking that and reading the description and documentation on the file system MCP server. When Claude Desktop or any LLM is connected to file system MCP server, then it is able to provide extended functionality such as reading and writing, create, listing, deleting directories, moving files, searching files. So all of these capabilities can be executed on your local computer. In case of our example, by using Claude Desktop, when Claude Desktop is connected to file system MCP server. What we care about here is the node implementation, the configuration over here for npx. Let's kind of copy that over to Claude Desktop. So coming back to our Claude Desktop application here, we can just ask it basic functionalities like, hey Claude, how are you feeling today? We can sort of ask it general knowledge related questions or anything we are feeling like asking, but we cannot ask it to perform tasks. Asking it to perform tasks and it kind of executing the task you ask it to perform, it's kind of entering the agentic world. So for example, if I ask it to here say, hey Claude, delete all the .pdf files from /deepson directory, then it can't actually read files from the computer file system. So in order to do that, the MCP server configuration that we just copied over, we are gonna have to use it. Let's try to add the file system MCP server configuration we copied over from the GitHub site. We go to Cloud Settings. In Windows, the path might be slightly different, but it's kind of similar. Under Developer, we are able to edit configuration here, which allows us a place to add MCP configurations. So let's click on to Edit Config, which opens up this directory where our Cloud Desktop config.json is. Initially starting out, it's an empty JSON, but let's paste what we just copied over. So this is the MCP server configuration. So let me just update the path that I want my Cloud Desktop to be able to access via this MCP file system server tool. I want it to just be able to access my desktop path and the documents path. The command npx is required for your Cloud Desktop to connect to this MCP server to allow the capabilities that this MCP server provides. So npx is just the node package execute command. It's the node package runner tool that comes with Node. So you got to check on your computer if Node is available or not. If you're using Windows, then PowerShell perhaps, and if you're using Mac, then it's iTerm perhaps, where you can open that up and then check if Node is available or not using this command node -- version. On my computer, Node version 16 is installed. If yours does not have one, you can pretty easily install Node by googling how to do it. So back to our MCP configuration, let's save it, and we gotta restart Cloud Desktop. So let's close our Cloud Desktop and reopen it to make sure that it pulls in the configuration that we just saved. So I've reopened my Cloud Desktop and I've got something really interesting to share here. So under Tools, I can now see that there is this file system option under which there are all of these tools that I can use. So I'm able to now read multiple files, write file, delete, list directory, etc. So I'm via Cloud Desktop able to execute all of these functionalities. So let's just ask Cloud to create a new folder in my documents directory on my computer locally. Please create a new folder in my documents directory locally. Name the folder Gibson example. And it's asking me to use external integration. Now this is where it's kind of calling the MCP server to use its functionality, and I'm gonna say allow always. Allow always here, it's asking for the more permissions, and really be careful on what permission you're actually allowing to these servers. Right now the situation of MCP server is that it's a wild west out there. Bunch of MCP servers are being offered by developers all around the world, but the thing is you got to be really careful before integrating your local LLM to these servers, because you never know what you're exposing your data to. So here it says that it has successfully created Gibson example folder in my documents directory. So it's under Gibson personal documents Gibson example, which is ready for me to use. So let's go check in documents directory if there is a Gibson example folder or not. So as this MCP promised to do, it has created a Gibson example folder in my documents directory. Now let's go ahead and provide further instructions to Cloud to do a bunch of random things. So for example, if I wanted to create a new .pdf file, I'm going to provide it an instruction to do so. So I'm asking you to create an empty Gibson test.pdf file, and it's saying it is going to create once I allow it the permission to do so. It's saying that it's created the empty Gibson test PDF files. So let's go ahead and check, because I do not want to take its word for it. And yes, it has created a Gibson test.pdf file, and it's an empty PDF file. Now let me go ahead and ask it to create a test2.txt file and put in the words, hey, it's test2 file. I was created by this file system MCP server. So I kind of want my desktop to now create this .txt file and put in these words in there, and let's see if it is able to do it or not. Okay, it said it created the test2.txt file. So let's go ahead and check it in our Deepson example folder, and here you go. So yep, it's created the test2.txt file. Opening it up, we can see that the content we wanted it to put in inside our file, it's there. So that was a successful operation. So there we saw just how powerful Claude Desktop, or for that reason any LLM, can become by integrating with these MCP server tools. The capabilities of these chatting tools, they are not just limited to simple questions and answers, but we are able to ask them to do things for you. And that is what MCP is. That is Model Context Protocol. It's a protocol that allows your LLM application to perform certain actions for you by integrating your LLM application to a MCP server. So back to the original context of this video, MCPs versus APIs. MCPs isn't replacing APIs. Instead, it's extending them for the age of AI. While APIs will continue powering traditional applications, MCP is opening up new possibilities for AI native development. The future isn't just about accessing data, it's about AI systems that truly understand and can work with that data in an intelligent fashion. So that brings me to the end of this video. What do you think? Are you ready to try building with MCP? You can on your own time try integrating with other different MCP servers. In this video I showed the integration with file system server, but there are a bunch of MCP servers that you can try out for yourself, and let me know what you're interested in doing with your Claude Desktop or ChatGPT desktop application. Also do visit my website discourse.github.io, link provided down in the description below, to schedule a free consultation with me for automating your business with AI or building an AI powered application for your business. Just putting a little bit of spiel out there for myself, kind of a plug for myself. I've worked with hundreds of small businesses to build AI automation that has insanely boosted their revenue till date. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more exciting tech content like this. Peace.